Did China and Russia just backstab Nicolás Maduro? Because something doesn't add up. How did the United States move in so easily, bombing Venezuela and kidnapping Maduro just hours after Maduro hosted a Chinese delegation? On the surface, it makes China look weak, and no matter how you break it down, there are only a few possible explanations. Let's walk through them. Scenario number one: China knew this was coming. In this version, Beijing was quietly informed that the United States was about to launch this operation, and instead of stopping it, China cut a backroom deal with Washington. The idea would be simple: China looks the other way while Trump takes out Maduro, and in return, the United States offers concessions elsewhere to China. Maybe sanctions relief, maybe trade leverage, or maybe something much bigger like the United States promising not to interfere if China moves on Taiwan. And if that's the case, it makes China look brutal and cynical, willing to abandon an ally in the global south the moment it becomes inconvenient. Then we have scenario number two. China had no idea that this was coming, that Beijing was just as shocked as everyone else. And if that's true, it's arguably even worse. China is supposed to track US military movements well in advance. If American forces were able to mobilize, strike, and extract Maduro without China detecting it early enough to respond, that's a massive intelligence failure for China. And for a country positioning itself as a global superpower, that's a serious problem. And then we have scenario number three: China simply doesn't care. This is the most likely scenario, and in this scenario, the US already reassured Beijing that no matter who replaces Maduro, Chinese oil shipments from Venezuela will continue uninterrupted. In fact, Trump himself guaranteed that Venezuelan oil will keep flowing to China no matter who is in charge. But guarantees like that don't last forever. Oil becomes leverage, and Washington now holds the switch. Today, the flow continues to China. Tomorrow, it becomes a bargaining chip in negotiations with Beijing. And here's the bigger point: no matter which scenario is true, the outcome is the same. The United States is escalating its adventurism in the global south, and Venezuela is just another step in a much larger strategy. Because after Maduro, it'll be Iran, and eventually that pressure lands on China. And at that point, Beijing faces a choice: confront the United States directly, either in the Middle East, in Latin America, or somewhere far from home, or wait until the confrontation reaches Chinese soil. And if it comes to that, the consequences won't just be geopolitical, they'll be catastrophic.